You unlock this door with the key of imagination. You're moving into a lab of both positives and negatives, of light and shadow. With every click of the shutter, you're one step closer to the Fine Lab. Mr. Alan Thornfield stumbles upon a peculiar device in an attic. A device capable of capturing more than just images. It comes with a rather stern message. He'll find that idleness and meddling have their consequences. Do not open under any circumstances. Now, a shot like this can be tricky to meter for. That's why we used a gray card, which gives our in-camera meter a neutral tone to meter for. We also used this light and put it inside the viewfinder, which allows it to bounce off of the mirror and through the taking lens into the haze of fog that we filled the entire room with. This was a tricky shot, so let's hope that this comes out when we go and develop it.
Viewer discretion is advised.
This must be where the horrifying industrial accident happened. I can definitely see people being torn to shreds by this unknown machine. I'm definitely sensing something here, but I think we need to go further. The irony of a smiley face in a place like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. See that? Ectoplasm. This is it. I just got dizzy. The hair standing up on the back of my neck. Right as soon as I stepped on this spot, like I felt like a wave of energy go through me. We need to do some EVP photography. We've got this SPECTER 400. Not many people know about this, but this stock has chemistry specifically formulated to capture the paranormal. We're gonna go load this up and see what we can find. All right, let's do this. See right here, as soon as I feel that presence again, I'm gonna snap the photo. Okay, there we go, there's that shiver. 3, 2, 1. And then maybe for one, I'll stand far away. 3, 2, 1. To take this back to the lab, get it developed. I really think we got something on here, so it's just a matter of time before we can see the shots. This is Rachel. She's been working here for
7.5 years.
And she's gonna be scanning in our SPECTER 400 spooky ghost film right here. We don't know if we got anything. I'm terrified personally. I don't know about you.
I'm a little nervous. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, I didn't expect that. See that? I didn't think we'd get actual proof of ghosts, but this is pretty definitive. Until now, this show's been fake, but it just got very real. For this shot, we used a classic technique, double exposure. And that's when you overlay two photos on the same frame. For the specific shot we did here, we had the camera locked off on a tripod for both exposures. The background was exactly the same between the two, and the only difference was the ghost, which gives you that transparency effect. Many cameras have this mechanism built in, but not all of them do. So refer to your manual to see if you can do this with your camera. Some of you eagle-eyed audience members may have noticed a little bit of misalignment on our double exposures. We're wondering if we bumped the camera or if some spirit inhabited the lens. Turns out there's actually a little bit of misalignment on the actual negatives. Our theory is that the Pentax 6.7 just doesn't perfectly align the frames, which is fine, but if you're going to try this shot with the same camera, that's something to keep in mind.
Oh, it stinks. This literally smells like the...
All the images in this video were captured using this Pentax 6.7 II. The kit we have on offer has 5 lenses ranging from 55 to 300 millimeters. So whether you're looking to capture portraits, landscapes, or anything in between, this kit can make it happen. Link in the description.
Within the world of film photography, underexposure has haunted many, leaving a trail of missed shots in its wake. However, there exists a technique so powerful that it enables flawless exposures. Today, this technique shall be unveiled to all who seek its secrets.
We're trying to get a shot of a zombie hand on a Rolleiflex 2.8e on black and white film. Our goal is a high contrast exposure, with the highlights going bright and just a little exposure in the shadows to maintain some detail.
When trying something new on film, you never know for sure if you got it until after the film is developed and scanned. However, our experts have a technique up their sleeves to ensure they got the shot.
It's called bracketing. It's the practice of taking multiple shots of the same scene, each with different exposure settings. First, you choose your base exposure, and then you capture multiple additional shots that are either overexposed or underexposed relative to the first exposure. We haven't shot much under this lighting scenario, and we don't have a light meter. Adding to the challenge, we're using HP5 and we're pushing it 2 stops in development. For our first shot, we used our gray card trick again, and it exposed okay. There's some detail in our subject. In a pinch, this might be passable, but it's not exactly what we're looking for. For our second shot, we underexposed 1 stop, and it turned out too dark. All of our shadows went very flat, and we were left with just the highlights. The shadow areas are basically unexposed. For the right shot, we could see this looking cool, but it's not what we're looking for at the current moment. For our third shot, we opened up 1 stop compared to our base exposure, and this is what we were going for. High contrast with just a little bit of detail captured in our exposure. Notice how only one of these 3 photos has tonal difference showing between the hand and the background. I really love the result that we got, and I don't think we would have gotten it if it weren't for bracketing.
Experimenting with bracketing can be a valuable tool to understand how film responds to different exposure levels. The next time you find yourself in the sinister grip of challenging lighting, keep in mind the dark art of bracketing.
This segment was supposed to be about lens whacking, which is where you take the lens off of your camera and hold it at different angles to get a unique focus. We didn't like the result, so we did this instead. But if you're looking for an interesting way to experiment with photography, then maybe give it a shot. What you just witnessed was a glimpse into another world. One where the barrier between life and death has been crossed and captured on frames exposed by light. With every click of the shutter, you're one step closer to the Fine Lab.